Hello, I'm Dustin Bonecutter. And yes, that is my real name. And no, I'm not a professional wrestler, but I will be your host for this virtual meeting of 100 More Men. We're grateful that you've chosen to be a part of this program, so welcome. Now, before we hear from our three organizations, I'd like to take a moment to talk about that word virtual. While this meeting may be virtual by definition, the work that's done by these organizations is anything but virtual. These people are doing real, actual, true work that makes a positive impact on folks in our community who need their help. Now we have an opportunity to do something real as well. We can help them by providing much needed financial resources. But remember, that's just the beginning of what we can do. After hearing about these groups and the work they do, if you feel called to do more than donate, if you feel led to volunteer or provide other assistance, please contact them. The first group we'll hear from is the Sandhills Food Bank. The Sandhills Food Bank is part of the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina. The food bank began operations in 1980 with funds from the Episcopal Diocese of North Carolina and now partners with a network of more than 900 agencies, such as soup kitchens, food pantries, shelters, and programs for children and adults. They accomplish this through distribution facilities in Durham, Greenville, New Bern, Raleigh, Wilmington, and of course the Sandhills in Southern Pines.
Good day, Moore County. My name is Michael Cotton. I'm the branch director of the Sandhills Food Bank, located 195 Sandy Avenue in Southern Pines, North Carolina. We serve Moore County, Scotland County, Richmond County, and Lee County. In the four counties that we serve, we have 100 partner agencies that we provide food on a weekly basis. Some of those programs include church pantries, after school programs, senior programs, the Backpack Pal programs, and many others. During COVID-19, we saw a significant increase in our citizens that were food insecure. Actually, it was about 38% increase. We continue to serve our community during COVID and will continue in the future because we play a vital part in making sure Moore County remains a county that is good and safe for our citizens. The food bank is very good stewards of the donations that we receive. 97 cents of every dollar goes directly toward food and food programs. And so we value the donations that we receive, and that's how monies in the future that we receive will go toward food to make sure our families and our children continue to have good food and nutritious food to eat. I'm the point person if you have any additional questions about services that we provide, which includes volunteer opportunities for churches and other civic groups that want to come in and provide a volunteer experience for their groups. But as I indicated, we are here for the long haul, not only during COVID, but if in the event of natural disasters, we're here to provide a service for the community, and we'll continue to be here to help our community. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you today, and we look forward to continuing to serve this community in the superior way that we have in the past. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I was grateful to hear your organization was able to continue to serve our community even during the COVID-19 pandemic. Not only that, but also handle a 38% increase in the number of individuals seeking help. Now, that's an accomplishment you should certainly be proud of. The next group we'll hear from is the Bethany House. The Bethany House was founded in 1986 and opened in 1988 through the work of Julia Thronberg. Julia, with vision, tenacity, and determination, fought to change Southern Pines ordinances and to provide funding to purchase and renovate the Bethany House.
Hi, I'm Paige, and I'm the director of the Bethany House. Bethany House is a nonprofit charitable corporation dedicated to providing a clean and sober living environment for women recovering from substance abuse. Our residents are adult women who are motivated to continue their recovery. We provide a clean, safe, structured, and supportive home like setting before returning to active family, social, and community life. Bethany House operates on the premises that each woman who seeks our services is a woman of dignity and worth, capable of solving her own problems and processing the ability to regain control of her own life. We offer a minimum of 6 month stay, as experience has shown this most successful. At Bethany House, we pride ourselves in focusing on each woman on an individual basis. Our staff members have devoted themselves to helping others achieve their goals in sobriety and confront their problems. This helps us genuinely relate to the overwhelming issues the absence of alcohol and drugs may present in their new beginnings. Additional counseling and health services are available through local providers. Alcoholism and substance abuse know no boundaries in age, social class, religion, education, or environment, nor do we. Our mission for each and every resident is to be gainfully employed, actively seeking employment, or enrolled in school, to seek new sober activities, enhancing one's future, to be actively involved with 12 step meetings and sponsorship, to seek a return to independent living arrangements, to build self esteem by adhering to above principles, to become a productive, clean, and sober member of society. I have had the privilege to watch many women recover after coming through the Bethany House. Please, without your help, we will not be able to keep the doors open. All help greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Paige. I think it's great the Bethany House acknowledges the dignity and worth of each of their participants. It was a great reminder for me to try and see others through the eyes of their creator rather than through the eyes of the world. The last group we'll hear from is Meals on Wheels of the Sandhills. Meals on Wheels of the Sandhills was started in 1974 by Ida Baker Scott for 5 of her friends who needed a hot, nourishing meal. And this year, their volunteers will deliver over 20,000 meals.
Meals on Wheels at the Sandhills has been serving the southern end of Moore County since 1974. We are well into the 47th year of service to the towns of Aberdeen, Pine Bluff, Pinehurst, and Southern Pines, and are proud that this program has operated nonstop. I have been the director and only employee for more than 14 years. In March, our program was shut down from operations at a local facility due to the pandemic. But it is with great pride that Meals on Wheels was only closed for one day. Only one day of closure, and then we were up and running again. With the help of many local churches, restaurants, community members, and our valued volunteers, we began to operate again each Monday through Friday. This includes all weekday holidays. These people freely gave up their time and resources to help us continue our mission. Several churches and restaurants have taken on the task of preparing and packing our daily meals. Volunteers were then able to pick up meals to be delivered to our clients who are so in need of nutrition and a friendly greeting. We are not members of the national organization and are totally independent. We do not receive any government support, but are proud partners with the United Way of Moore County. Local organizations that have supported us are New Covenant Fellowship Church, Christ Community Church, Community Presbyterian of Pinehurst, Emmanuel Episcopal Church, and First Baptist Church of Southern Pines. In addition, restaurants, Chick-fil-A, Vito's on Highway 5, the Beltree Tavern, Outback Steakhouse, and recently we've once again partnered with Country Club of North Carolina. Meals are delivered to those in need regardless of their ability to pay for meals, which is considered a donation to our program. Our annual budget is approximately $107,000. Of that cost, only 40% of our clients are able to make any kind of monetary contribution at a cost of $4 per meal. A large part of my job and our board members is to secure additional funding to continue to operate this program. In the past year, operating from our original kitchen, we paid almost $70,000 just for the cost of food. It is projected that our food costs for the rest of this year will be less due to so many donations, but in the coming years, we anticipate this food expense expense to increase as we are close to moving into a permanent kitchen and office. This facility will need to be equipped with kitchen equipment, supplies, and food items necessary to cook each day. We have currently about 130 volunteers and 8 board members. Meals on Wheels is proud to continue to serve those who reside in one of our 4 towns. We are always in need of financial support to pay for food and now also packing containers, as well as the capability to equip a new kitchen. We hope this to become a reality by the end of the summer. If you are interested in supporting Meals on Wheels, feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to answer any questions as well. My name is Rebecca Leestrom, and this program is my passion, and I'm dedicated to serve those in need.
Thank you, Rebecca. I was impressed with how your organization was able to relocate your operations from one facility to multiple other sites and be back in operation after only 1 day of closure. I know there are several Fortune 500 companies who couldn't tout such an achievement. Now we'll hear from Aaron Landry about the opportunities we've been given to help these great organizations.
Hello, 100 More Men. It's Aaron Landry. Great to be back with you virtually. I wish we weren't virtual. I wish we were in that big room, all of us, with all the great evenings we had. What a great group of opportunities we've been given tonight, just like every event that we do with these 3 great local charities. And you know, the reason that I wanted to speak with you briefly tonight was 2 things. One, this is kind of the ask part. This is where, you know, wherever you're sitting, wherever you're watching, get out the checkbook, go to the website, go to the link that we have on here to make your $100 donation. But one of the things I wanted to actually challenge you a little bit more as we're coming out of a COVID year, as we are all dealing with a global pandemic that's impacted our families and communities in unique ways, I look at my life and I look at the lives of most of us on this call, and it's very different than the lives being touched by these 3 charities we've heard from tonight. You know, it's a beautiful day in Pinehurst, as it is today and most days. And I know many of us have been able to really be rewarded even in a difficult time. Again, financial stock markets up 35% over the last 18 months, or 30% over the last 18 months. You think about the local real estate markets and what they've done here. And many of us have benefited from that. And so it just gave me pause as we went through this virtual event, and to ask each of you to join me in not just making a single $100 donation, but making a $300 donation this time, so that we could give all we could to all 3 of these valuable, important charities that are serving the underserved in our community. It's a big deal. We know the power of those dollars. We've seen it with the things that we've helped over the last couple of years, and we know what we're capable of when we come together as a group of men. And so again, go in, do what we've always done, give that $100, make your vote like we talked about, but just give a little thought. Maybe this year, if you're able to, and if it's on your heart the way it's on mine, to give $300, and we'll ensure that everyone who gives $300, each of those hundreds will go to each of the 3 charities, and we will split that up. So thanks so much for your time. Thank you so much for being a part of this great event, and thanks for watching us. Can't wait to see each of you in person once we get to do this again. Good night.